Today I'm going to be reading my best friend's favorite books. Secretly doing this though. We have Marcella, Julia, and Sabrina.
No, you didn't.
No, like I don't like this. What if I told you that I just finished that book yesterday? Hey guys, it's Emma. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm doing a reading vlog, and today I'm going to be reading my best friend's favorite books. I'm secretly doing this though. I'm gonna be sneaky and not tell them that I'm reading their favorite books. I thought it would be more fun. I saw Destiny do this once for a Bookmas video, and I thought it was so funny the way she did it. So I really want to do this specifically for one of my best friends, Marcella. She's been telling me to read Binding 13 since I got back into reading, and I haven't yet. I have been avoiding it. It is a little intimidating to me, but I really want to read it for this video. It's also Valentine's Day. It's like the month of love, and I want to make this like a little gift to my friends in a way of like, I read your favorite books, and I'm gonna tell you guys my thoughts. I have three best friends. We have Marcella, Julia, and Sabrina. Sabrina and Julia do not read as much. They do read though, and then Marcella reads just as much as me. I think we're gonna save Marcella for last. So I basically already said the book I'm reading for her, which it is gonna be Binding 13, and I wanna save that one for last. But my two other best friends, Julia and Sab, like I said, don't read as much, but they do have favorite books. So the first person we're starting with is Julia. When Julia first got back into reading as well, or maybe not got back, maybe got into reading. I remember when she got into reading, she read A Love Letter to Whiskey, and she loved it. She couldn't stop talking about it. She was like, this is the closest thing I'm gonna get to a 5-star. I don't think she rated a 5-star. I think she's a very like harsh rater. She loved A Love Letter to Whiskey when she read it, so I want to read it for her. That's the first book that we are starting with. I have been listening to the audiobook. I'm on chapter, I don't know what chapter I'm on actually. Yeah, so I'm on chapter 7. That's 19% of the book. I started it today. It is a little bit of a long book. I realized that. Chapters are also really long, and I was gonna read it on my Kindle, but once I saw how long the chapters were, I was like, this is not going to be easy for me. So I got back my audiobook listening hours on Spotify, so I'm using that to listen to the book, and like I said, I've gotten like 20% through it. And my thoughts on it so far, I think it's just like supposed to be this like epic romance type of book. I've heard people compare this to Magnolia and BJ, but the way that this book is going, you cannot compare this book to like Magnolia and BJ. So let me actually find the description of the book because I haven't even read it. I just started reading it. An angsty and powerful story of lovers continually fighting the curse of bad timing. Brex Kennedy has spent years writing the story of her life, but there's one chapter that never quite closed, Jamie Shaw. It all started with a jog, a clumsy collision, and an instant crush. But while B's heart skipped a beat, Jamie's eyes found her best friend instead, and just like that, her crush became her closest friend. Bound by shared moments of music, surfing, secrets, their connection is undeniable, even as they desperately try to fight it. But between college campuses, chance encounters, and stolen moments, fate has a way of bringing them together when they least expect it, time and time again. As they wrestle with their feelings and the choices that have kept them apart, both B and Jamie just must decide if they are finally willing to risk everything for the love that's always been just out of reach. Sometimes love isn't about finding the right person, it's just about the moment when everything aligns. But what if that moment never comes? Heart-wrenching and addicted, this is a story of love, loss, and the years it takes to finally get it right. How the story has gone so far, I will say the writing, it isn't like anything crazy, but I do like the way it's written. The audiobook is a little bit hard to read just because the people reading it are so expressive, and I feel like when I read, I do have some sort of like expressive characters in my head, just like not as much as the audiobook. I don't want to like use the audiobook as a way to like how I feel about the book, but yeah, I will say the writing and like obviously what I'm listening to is really good. But the way this book started, obviously I read the description. It says that she sees him on a run with her best friend, like they run into him. She has a crush on him automatically, yet he basically falls for her best friend. Listen, as a victim, being the best friend while the best friend does stuff behind your back, I was not riding with what was happening at the beginning of the book. Well, this is kind of shady. Like both of you are being kind of shady. I couldn't get behind it, okay? You know, eventually stuff changes. Now they're in college, so it's like kind of like in the past timeline. And it's literally what the description says. Like the timing is just like not right for them. All I will say is I'm 20% in and they already kissed. And I don't like it. I don't like that they kissed that early. And I don't like that they kissed with the situations that they're currently in. I'm so sorry, Julia, but I don't know if I'm gonna like this book. I am gonna push through and read it because obviously I'm doing this reading vlog and I want to read it for Julia. I'm just like kind of questioning some of these characters' actions. But yeah, only 20% in through it, so I don't want to like judge too soon. But stuff that's happened so far, I'm like, I don't know. Like I'm already having reactions that I'm like, no, like I don't like this. We'll see. I will hate if I rate this book like a really bad rating because I feel so bad. Like this is supposed to be like such a fun video, like, oh, like secretly reading my best friend's books. And then what if I rate their books like 2 stars? What if I hate all their favorite books? Like that'll be such a sad video. Either way, I'm sticking through it and I am going to read them no matter if I hate them or not. I think that counts for something. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna continue listening to the audiobook for this book because it's easier for me, and the way it's going, I think I would rather listen to audiobook version of it. And it'll help me get through it because honestly, I feel like when I listen to books on audio, I finish them quicker because I could just listen to them when I'm doing anything. Like I've been doing a puzzle all day today. I'm actually almost done with it, but I've been doing a puzzle all day today and I've been listening to the audiobook for not all of the time, but like most of the time I've been listening to it. And then like on the way to work, on the way back to work, I could listen to the audiobook. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. I don't know how much more I'm gonna read today because I'm going to the gym soon, but like you guys will see me when I continue reading. Hey guys, so it is a few days later and I actually finished A Love Letter to Whiskey. I thought I had way more of the book left than I actually did because I was listening to a different audiobook. I guess she came out with a duet book that comes after the first one of like a different point of view, and that's the audiobook that I was listening to. So the book finishes and then it goes on to another one. So I was listening to the audiobook and all of a sudden it said the end and I was like, what? And then it said epilogue and I was like, wait, it says I'm 60% through the book, like what do you mean the end? So then I was like doing my research and then I saw on Goodreads there's one that's A Love Letter to Whiskey and then there's one that says A Love Letter to Whiskey duet. And that's what I was listening to. So honestly, I was so happy to be done with that book. And I feel so bad because this video is supposed to be like secretly reading my like best friend's books for them. But I didn't like this one. And I'm so sorry, Julia. I'm not like extremely sorry because the only reason I picked this book for Julia is because it's the only book that she's read that I haven't, that she really enjoyed. Because recently she's been reading like the Addicted books and she's loved all of those. She currently finished the Boys of Tommen series, which she loved that, and she just told me the other day actually like please read them. So it's funny because I'm gonna be reading that for this video, so I guess that could be like her book too. The only reason I picked this one is for that reason, and I didn't really enjoy it. I felt like the whole book was the same. There wasn't any development. I didn't connect to the characters at all. What they were doing, I don't want to like give any spoilers, but if you've read the book, like what they were doing just did not sit right with me. And it wasn't only once, like it was multiple times, and their reasonings for it, like, oh, he's just my whiskey, like I just always come back to him, like no. I don't think it excuses anything, and they always excuse like, oh, maybe it's just not our time. Come on. I don't know, I just really did not enjoy this book. I don't have much to say about it because I just didn't enjoy it. The only reason I went through and finished this book is for this video. Like if I would have been reading this on my own, I 100% would have DNF'd it. I told my boyfriend multiple times like I wish I could stop reading this book, but I have to finish it for the video. So I'm so sorry to Julia, but hopefully I'll be making it up to you when I read Binding 13 at the end of this video. Yeah, I'm done with that book. I think I'm gonna rate it like a 2-star. I don't really like giving books 1 star because I think 1-star books are like DNFs. Like if I didn't finish the book, it's a 1-star, it's not good to me. 2 stars are books that I didn't enjoy but I just did finish it. So I think this book is just gonna be a 2-star. I did not enjoy it. So sorry to Julia. So the next book I'm going to be reading for this video is one of Sab's favorite books. Sab also is not too much of a reader. She has been getting into books, but I think what she's been reading the most is mystery thriller books. She likes a lot of Freida McFadden. She read The Housemaid, and then after The Housemaid, she read The Boyfriend, and she really enjoyed that. I have not read The Boyfriend yet, so that is the next book we are starting for this video. I love Freida McFadden books. I read The Inmate after I read The Housemaid, and I didn't really enjoy that one, but I really liked The Housemaid. I liked The Housemaid Secret. Not as much as the first one, but I did like it, and I read Never Lie at the beginning of this year, and I didn't think there was going to be another like Freida McFadden book that could top or be at the same level as The Housemaid, and that book was so good. So I'm really excited to see what I think about this one. I'm always shocked by Freida McFadden's writing and how she's able to make a plot twist, and how I've read 3 of her books already and I still won't suspect what the plot twist is at the end. So I'm really excited. I already started the book. I'm like 10% through it. I'm on chapter 6, I think, and like I said, I don't even know what this book is about. All I've read so far is this girl, she goes on a date with a guy from like a dating app, and he's a little bit crazy. Actually, his name is Kevin, and that's my boyfriend's name, so it was a little bit creepy. The guy was really creepy. He was really like forward with her. Are you not gonna kiss me? Like, you're such a tease. Like, basically assaulting her. We see that happen. Then another guy, like, he's called like Mystery Man, saves her on the street, and then that's about it. That's all we get. We also get another point of view, and I think his name is Tom. We don't know who this Tom character is yet. I'm assuming it was the Mystery Man, but we don't know that. Tom, in his point of view, is a little creepy too. So like I said, I don't know what's going on. I didn't read the description of what the book is about. I don't think I am going to. I just think it's always better that way, especially with mystery thrillers, to just like go along with what's happening. Yeah, I'm excited for this one. I have a lot more hope for this book. I'm excited. That is the next book we're reading for this video. So I think it's either the next day or like 2 days later. I've been slowly reading this book. I started listening to the audiobook of this one since I still had audiobook listening time from the first book we read in this video, but then that ran out, so now I'm back to reading on my Kindle. So because I had so much time to listen, I am now 62% through the book. I've been reading a lot today. I will say I think today I started like a little less than 50%. So yeah, I've been slowly getting through this book. I feel like I don't have much thoughts on it though. I feel like usually in Freida McFadden books, there's always some sort of suspense happening. You know that something suspicious is going on, but you just obviously don't know yet. I feel like in Never Lie, I read that book in less than 24 hours. I felt like there was so many weird things going on that it was suspicious right from the jump. But this, it felt like not normal because there is like a murder that happens. You're getting a past perspective from a character that is a little suspicious. But other than that, I feel like I can't really make too many guesses yet. Usually at this point in the book, I'm able to make a few guesses and be suspicious of certain people, be suspicious of things that are happening. Not a lot has happened. It's just we're looking at past perspectives and things that are happening in the past with a current character we're reading about. So yeah, I don't know how I feel about this one. I don't think it's gonna be my favorite Freida McFadden book, but I am still hooked. It says an hour, 50 minutes left of the book because it is such a short book. I feel like thrillers are so easy to read. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep reading. I don't know how much reading I'll get done today. I'm honestly hoping to finish it today since I don't have much left, but yeah, I wanted to give an update since I'm already 60% through it, and I don't have too many thoughts. I have a few guesses. Honestly, it's just like random guesses because we haven't gotten a lot. Like, I feel like I want to make some guesses. So if you haven't read this book and you don't want any spoilers, skip to this time stamp because I want to like make my guesses and make it known that these are my guesses. So right now we're learning about Tom's past. We've already learned that Tom did something terrible to his father in the past. Now he's going out with Sydney, who her best friend just died, and they're on her case trying to figure out who killed her. And obviously, I feel like the obvious choice to be suspicious of is Tom. Like, Tom killed her. Tom was the guy that she was going out with. I feel like that's the obvious choice, but this guy, Kevin, he keeps showing up, he keeps coming back. He's the guy that started going out with Sydney in the beginning, and he's like creepy. And I think he might be Slug, who is Tom's best friend in the past perspective, who helped him, you know, bury his father. Because I don't think we ever get Slug's real name. I don't remember getting his real name. So I think Kevin might be Slug. Him and Tom are like, they're helping each other kill these women around the city. I don't know, that's my suspicion right now. I feel like that's nothing crazy, but Frida McFadden always has plot twists up her sleeve that even if you guess one thing, you're not gonna guess the next thing. There's always just like multiple plot twists. So I'm really excited to see if I'm right, if there's more things that come out. So I'm gonna just keep reading now. Oh my god, I don't know where to put my phone. I have 5 chapters left. Crazy stuff is happening. I'm on the epilogue. It says there's 10 minutes left in the book, so I'm a little confused where this is gonna go. That's it? Why was I expecting more? What? Honestly, the plot twist was really good. I really liked the plot twist, but I feel like there was only like one plot twist. Usually in Frida McFadden books, there's like multiple plot twists that happen. But I feel like this one was just one. And yes, it was crazy. It wasn't obvious. I wasn't able to guess it. I guessed incorrectly earlier. I liked it. It's not my favorite Frida McFadden, but I liked it. Okay, I have to sit on a rating, but I think it's gonna be like a 3.5 star for me. I did really like it. Obviously the ending was good. The plot twist was good. I really liked it. But like I said, in the beginning and like up until like 60%, maybe 70%, it was like slow. Like, not a lot was happening that was like, should I be suspicious of this person? Should I be suspicious of this person? Like, crazy things are happening. I feel like the reason why not a lot was happening was because we were getting a past perspective and a lot of stuff was happening in that past perspective. So then when you go back to the present day, it's like, yeah, some people are suspicious, but there's not a lot going on. So yeah, I don't know if that like lowered how I felt, like my rating or like how I felt on the book, but I still really enjoyed it. And I think that's why I'm gonna give it 3.5 stars. Yeah, interesting. So it's a few days later. I finished The Boyfriend, as you guys saw, and I think I am going to end up giving it 3.5 stars. Like I said, I did enjoy the book. The plot twist got me in the end. I wasn't able to guess it, and I always love when you're not able to guess the plot twist. It just makes it more like shocking at the end. I stand by everything that I said before. I just felt like throughout the book it was a little slow, not much was happening that usually happens in a Frida McFadden book, but then at the end it started picking up and it was getting more exciting. So yeah, I enjoyed it. 3.5 stars. That's it for Sab's book. And then as you guys saw, I did start the next book, which is Binding 13 for Marcella. She has loved this book for years. She's told me to read it for years, but every time I saw these books, I would see the old covers, and the old covers are like this thick, but they started making new covers, and so a long time ago, I bought this one, which it's much thinner. This is probably like 1/3 of the size of the original ones. Obviously, the paper in this book is like so thin, so it honestly like manipulates me into thinking I'm reading a smaller book. I have gotten a good amount through this book. I thought it was gonna take me way longer, obviously, because this is a longer book. It doesn't look like it, but it is a very long book. A young adult romance, I'm pretty sure is what it says it is, but there's a lot of deep topics in here that I was expecting going into this. I know a lot of people say like this shouldn't even be young adult because of the stuff that happens in this series. Yeah, I did start this. I am 50% through the book now. I thought I had gave an update before, but I started editing this video and I realized I hadn't updated you guys. So I was like, I need to stop reading until I give an update. So like I said, I'm 50% through the book. I'm at chapter 33, page 305. And my thoughts on this book, I like it. I like it so far. It's not giving me 5-star feelings. I'm not feeling like, oh my god, I love these characters already. It's a lot of character, I don't know, you're just kind of following these characters' lives. There's nothing crazy going on. Shannon switches schools because at her old school she was getting bullied a lot, and it just got to a point where her mom was like, let's take you to this other school that a lot of rich kids go to, and when she goes there she sees how much better it is. But then she runs into Johnny, and their first encounter with each other isn't the best. Johnny kind of makes it up to her by always looking out for her around the school. They kind of strike up a little bit of a friendship. Even right now at 50% of the book, they're like, no, like we're not friends. They just don't want to claim that they're friends with each other, but they are very friendly with each other. Obviously, they have a massive crush on each other. Yeah, I think right now it's really sweet. Obviously, there's much deeper topics going on, and when those topics come up, it like hurts me so bad. I love both characters. I've heard people say that some characters are insufferable, but right now, I like every character in this book. I love Johnny, I love Shannon, I love Gibbsy. I think that's how you say his name. Love him. And I think everyone does love him. I think this is like a popular opinion. Since this series is so old, I already know that like his book, people were expecting it to be fun and it was like devastating. I don't know. I don't have much to say because there's not too much of a plot. Just following them in their lives. Johnny's going through an injury. He plays rugby. He's like battling, wanting to do rugby, but also trying to take care of his health. Yeah, I think that's like where we're at right now. No romance has really happened. Like I said, they're just like being friendly with each other right now. I would say that's about it. Like I said, I'm enjoying it right now. It's nothing crazy. I'm not like, oh my god, love this book. It is only the first one, and I think and I'm only 50% through the book. It took me 2 days to get 50% through, so maybe in the next 2 days I'm gonna be like, I love this book. Who knows? You never know, because this is a thick book. Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm so proud of myself for finally starting this book. I remember I started it a while ago. I read like probably 4 chapters and then I was like, I cannot read this. I'm not ready for this. And I just put it down for another 2 years probably. I had to pick it up for this video. There was just no other book that was perfect to pick for Marcella. I've read the Addicted series. She loves that series. And this is the only other series that she like absolutely loves. It's God tier for her. I'm really excited. This is the last book for this video. Let's get to some more reading. It sucks that I'm updating you guys halfway through, but I'm gonna try my best to update more for the next half. It's the next day. He just said what song he was dedicating to her. I can't. Reminds me of Isaiah from Play Along, one of my favorite characters of all time. I have about 15 pages left. I wasn't expecting to finish this book today. I started today at like 50%, maybe a little over 50%, and I was definitely not expecting to finish this book today, but I've had nothing to do all day. I've had cramps actually, so I've just been in bed. And now I'm on chapter 67, page 588, and like I said, have basically 15 pages left, 2 chapters. So let's see where this is gonna go. But I'm ready to finish this book. And everyone says like as soon as they finish this book, they want to get the next one automatically. So I am a little bit curious like why everyone says that. Yeah, I think my feelings still stand the same. I think I've definitely grown closer to the characters. Like I definitely like the characters like way more. Is it feeling like a 5-star? No, but I am enjoying it and I'm so excited to like read about more of the characters. Like I love when that happens, when you get into a series and you're so excited to read about the other characters, because actually when I started reading the Addicted series, the first book, liked it, but I didn't love it. I was like, okay, this is a very heavy book. The characters like aren't really likable, but it was like an entertaining book, and I kept on with the rest of the series, and now that's like a 5-star series for me. So even though the first book wasn't a 5-star, it was probably like a 4-star book, I stuck with the series and loved it. This could be the case, but let's continue. I love Johnny's dad. Like we haven't gotten much of him throughout the book, but these like last chapters were getting him. And I'm like, wait, I love him. I love his dad. Last chapter. Well, now I understand why people go and pick up the next book right away. Oh my gosh. I need to go back and like highlight some things because I was too busy crying to go and highlight things. Wow. I definitely need to get the next book soon. Like I do need to get the next book soon. And wow, oh my god. My like heart actually hurts right now. Like I'm not even lying. Honestly, I'm like so excited for Marcella to watch this and see my reaction, because she's been telling me I'm gonna feel like this. And also Lizzie from school. I don't know if I mentioned her in this video, but Lizzie, she was one of my friends in school as well, and she's like close to Marcella. She's in Gainesville with Marcella. She's also been telling me to read this series for such a long time, and she's like, when you finish the book, you're gonna need to pick up the next one. So I'm here to say like, yeah, Lizzie, you're right. You're right. This is probably gonna be Lizzie's favorite video of mine, because she's been telling me to read this for I don't know how long. I have to sit on it 100%. It's now like 5:30, so I have today, all of tomorrow at work to think about this book before I like settle on a rating. I've liked the characters throughout the whole book. Obviously towards the end, I felt more attached to them, and I'm starting to be like, oh, like I love them. There were some parts where I'm like, okay, this is being dragged out a little bit. And like, since it is such a long book, there are gonna be moments like that, but I get it. And honestly, the fact that there's another book about them, usually I'd be like, does a character need 2 books? But like, I read the Addicted series. I love them. So it just makes sense that this book is so long and they have another long book about them. I don't even know what's gonna go on in the next book. Wow, I'm scared, honestly. I'm not even like excited, I'm scared. Okay. Well, that's me finishing the last book for this video. I can't believe I finally read this book. This has been sitting on my shelf for such a long time. I like want to go and get the next book, but also I'm trying to get through my physical TBR too. Like I don't want to keep buying books. Maybe I'll reward myself with getting the next book when I read a certain amount of physical books. I don't know, but I need to get to the next book, and I'm gonna sit on my rating and I'll get back to you guys. So it's the next day, and I think I've settled on a rating for Binding 13. I think I'm gonna end up giving this book 4.5 stars. This may change because I've honestly thought about this book a lot today, and I keep thinking about how I really do want to pick up the next book. It's gonna be hard for me to like read other books before I read the next one, because I do want to stick with my physical TBR and lower that down a little bit. I don't want to keep buying books and not reading any that I already have. So I do want to read books I already have before I get the next one, but I have been thinking about it a lot, and it was just a really, really good book. I love books with more depth to it. I do love a cute like little romance book, but I love a book where there's plot, where there's emotion in it, where there's real life situations happening. It does hurt reading about things like that, but it just feels more real. It makes the characters feel more real, and these characters were so likable throughout the whole book. I didn't feel not once that these characters were annoying or anything. I will say I do understand now what people say when it gets mentioned that Shannon is like the tiniest little thing. But after reading this, I think there is a reason why they talk about how small and fragile she is. And I don't know, I think that there's a point to that. But yeah, I feel like I really, really liked this book. I'm gonna give it 4.5 stars. It's gonna be my favorite book I read this month, I think. Probably this year, I don't know, but I really did like it. Before I call Marcella, obviously I can't have Marcella here in person because she is like 5 hours away. So I have to call her on FaceTime. Before I do that, I did already tell Sabrina and Julia that I read their favorite books because they came over the other day and I didn't know when we'd be able to hang out again. So here's their reaction to finding out that I read their favorite books. Okay, so Julia just saw the book that's on my night table. I know I asked you this question the other day, but like, what was the first book you read, like, you loved?
It's a little embarrassing.
It's okay.
It ends with this.
Yeah, but you also really liked A Love Letter to Whiskey.
I did.
You talked about that book
I
a lot.
did.
And you wanted me and Marcella to read it. And then you
Said Verity.
and then you also said
The Boyfriend.
The Boyfriend and the Housemaid.
And the Housemaid, yeah.
What if I told you guys that I read A Love Letter to Whiskey and The Boyfriend?
No, you didn't. Oh my goodness.
Did you love it? Okay, A Love Letter to Whiskey, I actually hated it.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I felt so bad the whole
love
time.
it.
Because I was like, damn, I'm reading this for Julia and I don't like it. They were cheating on their couples the whole book.
That
for
was
each
fast.
other.
You read that fast. You asked me this like the other day.
Yeah.
Did you like it?
I read The Boyfriend. I actually did. I feel like throughout the whole book, I was like, stuff needs to happen.
Yeah.
Like, I need stuff to happen. But then the plot twist at the end, I was like, ooh, this is good. It's good.
Oh,
So, yeah.
you're so sweet. That is so cute.
And then obviously right now I'm reading Marcella's favorite, which is Binding 13, which is basically your favorite
Yeah.
too. So I was like, this is making up for A Love Letter to Whiskey.
What actually releasing 10 is my favorite. What is
Isn't that the last one that's like
releasing or taming? No, releasing.
Isn't that the last one that's like everyone wants to die?
Did you guys see
my favorite
that?
I was like, this is a cute video for Valentine's Day to like secretly read my friend's favorite books.
That is so cute.
So yeah.
Aww.
And then it was hard for you guys because a lot of the books you've read, I've read already. So then I was like, wait, I remember Julia really liked A Love Letter to Whiskey a long time ago. And I prefaced for the video, I was like, she's read the Addicted series, now she's read Binding 13, like those are her favorites, and like A Love Letter to Whiskey was one of her favorites.
So cool.
And then you, I didn't know because I was like, I know you liked The Housemaid, but I read that, so I didn't know. So I had to like
I feel
ask
like
you on the low.
I feel like I feel like I read such basic books.
I was telling them, I was like, Sabrina likes her mystery thrillers. Yay!
Yay!
Now we're going to call Marcella. I am so excited to see her reaction. I had been telling her because she came down for her birthday last weekend and I was saying like, I have another surprise for you. It's still in the works, but I'm gonna let you know in about a week. And it's probably like 4 or 5 days later. So I'm gonna call her now. She says she's available. I'm really excited. So I'm gonna screen record. I don't think you could get the sound. So hopefully you guys will be able to hear her through my phone.
Hi, honey. I'm in public, so...
You'll have to settle down your, you know, excitement when I express to you this surprise.
Oh, I forgot this is a surprise.
Okay, I'm doing a video. So you're on video right now.
Oh, okay.
What is one book you've always like wanted me to read? Like, what's your favorite book?
That is my favorite book, but you've read that. Not my favorite book, but one of my favorite books, Binding 13.
Okay. What if I told you that I just finished that book yesterday?
You hated it. You hated it, didn't you?
I'm gonna tell you, this was my favorite book that I've read for this video, but it was really good. I gave it 4.5 stars.
Okay.
I really liked it. I did really like
really
it.
liked it?
I did.
Wait, I'm literally dying. Gonna cry.
I talked about Lizzie in the video too. I was like, yeah, I was like, Lizzie has been telling me to read this book for I don't know how long, so this is,
Lance.
I was like, this is also for Lizzie. But yeah, guys,
Correct. I'm glad I got the mention.
of course,
You're
I
famous.
finally read it, and now I'm struggling not to get the next one, because I have to read all the other books that are on my shelf.
You never do that.
I know, but
this is not the times, but because I know you're gonna eat up Joey's. I know you're gonna eat up Joey's.
No.
To buy it for now, just get it on digital and then it doesn't count.
I love Joey, I love Gibbsy.
Period. Oh, I love him too.
Yeah, I love everyone.
I'm so happy. I did not expect for you to tell me that. I thought you were telling me like you got me a yacht. I was already planning to to comment on your next video, on your next TikTok. Like, I'm always there. You know, every birthday
I know.
I'll be there. Like, this is the beginning of your life. Kavanaugh, isn't he such a good book boyfriend?
Love.
He's literally my number one book boyfriend aside from Zayden Ryerson. Glad that you love it.
I'm excited and scared. Everyone says like, yeah, when it starts, it's like not lighthearted, but it's the most lighthearted.
Binding and Keeping 13 are probably sunshine and rainbows compared to Joey and Aoife's, and then Joey and Aoife's is just like a cute little like a drizzle on a rainy day, and then Lizzie and Huey's is basically a storm, tornado.
Julia said that's her favorite.
Yes, I love them, but like I wouldn't reread that.
Yeah, that's your little surprise.
Good. I'm happy. I didn't know what it was gonna be, but I'm happy that it was that.
I didn't even list that I was reading it on Goodreads because I was like, she can't see.
Oh, you're so sweet.
That was actually their same reaction.
Oh, you're so wholesome sometimes. I'm glad that you liked it because I actually would have reconsidered our friendship if you told me you didn't.
I know,
Like,
I was
wouldn't have
scared.
talked about books ever again.
Well, love you guys. Have so much fun.
Bye, love you.
Love you. Mwah. How cute! I'm so glad Lizzie was there too because I feel like Lizzie has been telling me to read this more than Marcella. I just always knew this was one of Marcella's favorite, like one of her favorite series. But Lizzie was always the one like, are you gonna read Binding 13? Yeah, I'm so happy with how this video went. All my friends, I didn't think they would react the way they did. They just thought it was so thoughtful and I just think that's so cute. Like, I'm so happy I did it. They're so happy I did it. Everyone's happy around here. So yeah, I'm so happy with this video. This is probably gonna be one of my favorite reading vlogs. I just think it's so cute. But now I can't do it again unless they find a different favorite book. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. I did text Julia when I finished Binding 13 and I was like, I loved it, and she was so happy, so I made it up to her for not liking her favorite book. That's going to be the end of today's video, so I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a like, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications so you know when I post my next video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!